Hello friends, my name is Tawfiq and you're watching my channel Graphics Den. So in this video in Photoshop, we are going to see how to add a pattern or a texture on clothing. In this example, we are going to add a pattern on this particular shirt, and just remember before we start, the shirt or the clothing, it has to be clear. For example, if the clothing had some kind of printing, then it is very difficult to put something on it, just like a pattern or a texture. It is very difficult to put that on a already printed shirt. So in this case, I have a white shirt. So it is better if you have a white colored shirt, then the result will be better, much better. So first of all, we need to select the shirt using any selection tool that you feel comfortable with. So I'm going to select the shirt first. Now after selecting the shirt, we need to go to the select and mask option. Why? Because we are going to create a new layer or a separate layer using new layer with layer mask option. So as you can see, the area that we selected, we have created a different layer or a separate layer for that particular area. I'm going to turn on the background layer like this. Now select whatever texture or pattern that you want. I have already selected this particular pattern. I'm going to drag it now and just make sure that the size of the texture or the pattern is enough, or it covers the entire area of the shirt. Now I'm going to use clipping mask option. You can obtain clipping masks in two ways. First, you can simply right click on the layer and you can apply create clipping mask, or second, you can press and hold Alt key. In case you are using Mac, you have to press and hold Option key and click over here. This arrow appears, as you can see. So this is now clipped to the bottom layer. Now if we see it carefully, this is not looking realistic, it is looking plain. So if you want to make it a bit realistic, we have to make some changes. First of all, we need to go to the filter menu and Liquify option. And now remember, using the Liquify option, we are only going to guess and make some changes, because if we increase the opacity of this bottom layer, I'm going to zoom this, and we have to keep this option on, this particular option, show backdrop, otherwise we won't be able to see anything. But if we make it all the way up to 100, then it is not possible to make any changes. But we have to remember where are the folds or the creases or the wrinkled area, and we have to guess. It is not that difficult, and we don't have to make big changes. We have to make only subtle changes like this, so that it will look more realistic. Like this, it looks good. Press OK. As you can see, we have made a slight change in the shirt texture using the Liquify option. Now what if we want to make it more realistic? We have to simply go to the blending options with the layer 1 selected and select the multiply option. As soon as we select the multiply blending option, we can already see it is looking more realistic as compared with the earlier step. Now if you are finding it too dark, you can simply decrease the opacity like this and keep it to or hone into whatever opacity value that you are happy with. So I think this looks good. This particular value, maybe 83, this looks good. But what about the shadows that were present in the original image? For that, we are going to copy this background layer using Ctrl J or Command J if you are using Mac, and keep it at top of the layer, the texture layer or the pattern layer, and again convert this into clipping mask using this same method, Alt and click. So this is now clipped. Both the layers are clipped to this particular layer. Now again change the blending option to multiply. this looks much more realistic as compared with the earlier design. Now I'm going to increase or decrease maybe a little bit. This looks more realistic, and if you want to change the shading or the brightness, we can simply use adjustment layer, the levels adjustment layer, again make it into a clipping mask like this, and change it accordingly as per your liking. Stop whenever you are happy like this. So I think this looks good. You can simply try it out like this, maybe a little bit brighter. So this looks close to reality. So as you can see, we have created a texture, or we have added a texture or a pattern into clothing in a very simple way. So I hope you like this video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye and cheers.